Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dave here from the Caravan Pastimes crew, and thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed and watched the videos over the last few weeks. It's really going well. Brilliant. And we've not even been out in the van. We can't go out. What we have done today, we've been for a walk down the beach. We live very close to our beach here in Norfolk, and it's really windy, blowing a hoolie out there. Dry, bright, but really cold and very, very windy. I shouldn't complain because I know a lot of people currently are struggling with the weather, with lots of rain and floods and snow and one thing and another about. But in this vid, we wanted to just give a quick overview of actually what do we do in the van when the weather's somewhat inclement. You know, when you're away and it's just chucking down with rain, pitter patter on the tin roof, as it were. Come on, slow coach. The wind's died down a bit now.
Yeah.
Not too bad. So we're just having a little stroll down by our local beach, literally in the car. Takes us not even,
You could walk if you wanted to.
yeah, it's not even 2 minutes in the car to walk it. We can do it in less than 10, can't we, from the house? So we were down earlier and got some footage of the waves, pretty big, splashing up. It's not too bad down here at the moment. It's died down a lot. If you went in a straight line over there, you'd be in Amsterdam. And if you went in a straight line down there, you'd be on Great Yarmouth seafront. It is. It looks like it might be raining shortly. We better make the most. Oh, there's a good wave. Well, this is a fun view of some of the stuff that we get up to. Some of our caravan pastimes. Without doubt, the number one pursuit that we have in the caravan is playing cards. We play just about every day, regardless of the weather, to be fair. Play a great game called 501. My sister taught us how to play it. I'd never heard of it until then. And, well, we do like holiday knockouts. We play all week. But at the end of each day, whoever is losing generally is the person that has to clean out the toilet cassette, you know, or dry and put away the dishes, that sort of thing. And Helen just keeps playing until she wins because I end up doing all the jobs. And then probably the second favourite is Scrabble. Everyone loves a game of Scrabble. And we don't play that much, though, to be fair. And if we do play Scrabble, it's normally, again, just the two of us. There are loads of other games we play, though, if we've got people over. Have a look at some of this. Right, what we got going on this time?
We've got a game called Tension. It's for age 9+, and you can have two teams or just play the two of you.
Okay.
The idea is the board is purple and orange squares, and you've got purple and orange cards.
Okay.
You're on the egg timer when you start, so you've only got a certain amount of time, and you can keep the score on here with these little counters.
Okay, so the idea is you start and you've got to get all the way around to the end of the board, shaking the dice. But when you land on the square, whatever square you're on, you get a question from that card. So in this example, you've got here, what you got?
Things made of metal.
Oh, I see. So you ask the question, things made of metal, egg timer goes over, and I've got to try and get as many of those that are on the card as possible in the time that's allowed. Well, what happens if I get one right?
Well, we use a little counter here to show you've got one right on the green.
Oh, I see, yeah. So every time I get one of those, the counter goes up. Well, let's do a quick example of this. Okay, so Helen's just landed on an orange square, so I've got an orange question for her. I'm holding it up here so you can all see it at home. And the question is, well-known flowers. Turn the egg timer over for us, please. Well-known flowers, go.
Daffodil, tulip,
Hang on
hyacinth.
Hang on. Daffodil I've got. Hang on, one's already over there. Daffodil, hyacinth was on, well done, yeah.
Rose.
Rose is on, yeah.
Hydrangea.
Nah.
No. Pansies. Violas.
Nah. Come on.
Lilies.
Yes, Lily's on there, you can have that.
Carnations.
Yes, well done. Come on, yeah, not like this, she's doing quite well, yeah. Well-known flowers.
Fuchsias.
Some of them could be wild, just as a little clue for you, but I'm not going to say any more than that. You know, a wildflower, one that you might see in the woods.
Bluebells.
Give you that, yeah. Did you say chrysanthemum earlier?
No.
I didn't think you did. And you still haven't said it. Go on. You're going to run out of time in a minute. That egg timer's just nearly gone. Diddle-did-diddle-did-diddle-did.
That's it.
That was rubbish. I thought you'd have got... You're a king gardener. I thought you'd got a lot more than that.
What else was there?
So congratulations, first of all. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6. You scored 6 there out of a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 out of 10 is not bad. The ones that you got correct were bluebell, carnation, daffodil, hyacinth, lily, and rose. I actually said to you, did you say chrysanthemum? You said no. I thought you might have said it straight away.
To cheat.
Yeah, whatever.
I like to win on my own.
So what you could have had that you didn't get was chrysanthemum, daisy, poppy, and tulip.
I said tulip.
You never said tulip.
Right,
this always happens. We always end up having a fight and the board goes flying.
Camera. You can look it back.
Right. Well, if it is on there, I'll take it back. There you go. Tension. And you can see why it's called tension, because we just got really wound up. You got 30 seconds to get as many as you can and then have an argument at the end. Right, here we go. This is another one of our games that we play. Family Fortunes. A bit of fun, this. We normally play this when we've had a few beers, don't we? Yeah. You can't really play it too effectively with 2 people. So what
you can as a quiz.
You can do it as a bit of a quiz, but we generally, if we've got like Steve and Marion, they come with us quite a bit, or Mel and Joe, we'll come round the van, have a couple of beers, glass of wine, have a game of Family Fortunes. It's a bit of a laugh, and this is the bit I like. So we've got a bit of a controller going on here. So I'll be the question master. So I'll give you an idea how this works. So it's fastest finger first, isn't it? So they're the buttons that you have to press. So I've got my finger ready. I know the answer, of course, but it's just for a demo. So are you ready? Can you please name one of the 7 dwarfs?
Grumpy.
Grumpy is correct, but it's not the top answer. So Dave, can you give us one that's better than Grumpy? Yeah, I'm going to go with Dopey. And you know why I'm going with Dopey?
No.
Because I've seen the card.
That's
so I know, but it's only for demo purposes. So you get the idea. It's like name one of the 7 dwarfs. So it's got to be, of course, the top 5. So see if you can get any more, Helen, just out of for fun. So name us another one. I've got Dopey, you've got Grumpy.
Bashful.
Now that would be wrong. So what would you press? Yeah, I think Bashful's, is it not one of the reindeer that pulls Santa's? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Bashful's a reindeer. Nothing to do with the 7 dwarfs.
I'm sure it is.
No, I reckon you got that well wrong.
No.
But did you hear that noise? That was fun. You get proper sound effects, just like the real McCoy in it. Loads of questions like to pick from, 2 teams, and you can get your answer. You write your answers on the board with a one of those marker pens that you can dry wipe. So that's a bit of fun. We have a bit of a laugh with that. Right, up next we have
Mr. and Mrs. game.
the family game that we all used to watch on TV. But we play this for real, don't we?
Yeah, we play this with our kids, and we do have arguments because we have been married 40 years, and they've been married a lot less, and we're always last.
They always beat us.
And it's usually Dave.
Oh yeah,
that
whatever.
doesn't know things about me, which he should do. So I get a bit cheesed off with that. But,
and that's not like you to get cheese off, is it? So what's going on with these?
So we've got 4 paddles. This is one of the rounds.
Yeah.
And the couples sit back to back.
Yeah.
And I would give a question like, who's the most awkward? So say it was you that had these.
Yeah.
Then you'd put a blue one up because you're the one.
No, I wouldn't. So hang on, let me just explain what's going on here. We're losing our thread a little bit. So you'd ask a question like that, and then because you're back to back and you can't see each other, one person would each hold a card up, and if you've got a matching pair, like they're both holding up the blue, you get a point. If you're both holding up the pink, you get a point. But the fun and the arguments kick in when actually you've got 2 different cards up in the air. So a bit of fun. I was never a big Mr. and Mrs. fan, but we do have a bit of a laugh with this. Again, you've got to have alcohol. It's not going to work, is it? I don't think anything works without alcohol. What do you think? You're looking at me like you got out.
Yeah. So that's that.
That's Mr. and Mrs. Bye. Right. Next up we have Now That's What I Call Music, the board game. For some reason, we've got 2 copies of this. We must have bought a version. And then I think my son bought us one for Christmas. Not this Christmas gone, but the one before. So if anybody wants to buy a copy of this, just send me a message in the comments below. You can have it for £5. Joking, no, we'll keep it. Right, how do you work this one then? I'll have a quick run through. I won't go through all the instructions, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's one of those board games where you start at the start over here, and you've got to get around the board by shaking the dice. There's different types of questions. You get wild card questions. If you land on this pig here, you get a wild card question. So it's the music wild card. Or if you were to land on one of the CD, then you get a question relating to that colour. But there's also a CD that comes with a pack that goes in the CD player, and you just play the music. But also you get other general questions. Have you got an example of any of those?
Yeah, there's a few different categories here. There's 1980s.
Yeah.
Which, for example, who had a number one single in 1988 with Theme from S Express?
Hang on, Theme from S Express. It was S Express, wasn't it?
It was S Express, yeah.
Yay!
Then you've got the 1990s, the 21st century, titles of, say, complete the title of Scritti Politi's 1985 hit, The Word.
I was about to say that. Give me a chance.
Then you have song charades,
yeah.
which you have to get your people to guess, which is A View to a Kill by Duran Duran. And then oldies, Achy Breaky Heart, Billy Ray Cyrus. So you've got
show me the cards.
6 different categories.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you're into your music, okay. If you're really old and you're not very good at anything from the 80s onwards, probably not for you. But it's a family game. The great thing about it is people of all ages can play it. That's what I like. So, that's what I call music.
Now, this one is a bit funny.
No, it's not.
Monopoly. When I met David, about
1979.
Yes, or then
June.
years ago, I should have smelt a rat.
So should
because we had a game of Monopoly in his mum's front room. And because I won and landed on Mayfair and Park Lane, he tipped the board. He tipped the board. And it went all over the couch and behind it. And I never understood why.
I'll tell you for why. I can tell you now why. I don't like losing. It's as simple as that.
So we'll have a game now then.
Okay, but we could be here for hours. So anyway, no one needs to know how to play Monopoly, do they? Everyone knows how to play it. Yeah. But it is a good old family game. And I reckon out of all the games that we've been through, I like Scrabble. We play cards the most. But every now and again we bring Monopoly out. And we're just waiting for someone to buy Mayfair, because that's generally the end of the game. At that point, one of us leaves, normally me, because you're the one that normally lands on Mayfair.
Okay, let's go then.
Let's go for it. Go then, shake them dice up.
9. I'll buy it.
I'm not playing anymore. Game over. Well, if you made it all the way to the end of that, thank you very much indeed for watching. And if you haven't done so already, think about subscribing to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification button, and that will remind you when we're bringing our videos up next. And give us a thumbs up as well. Or, if you didn't like it, you can always give us a thumbs down. And I love your comments. We're getting many more comments now. So put your comments on. What do you get up to when it's actually a bit inclement out there? What are your caravan pastimes? Thanks for watching. See you next time.